It really is. And so my children need to go and meet their, extended family there.
Mm.
So we're going to go and do that for about 2-3 months.
That's right.
And then we don't really know.
Then we don't know.
Well, so we had a plan,
We did have a plan.
a big plan.
So, Helen,
Hey, Dennis,
it's time to leave.
we're leaving.
It's time to leave
Da-da-dum.
Taiwan.
Let's go.
So, I'm Dennis,
I'm Helen
and we are
from.
living in Taiwan. And if you're paying attention, you notice that we're not Taiwanese. We've been here for
10 years.
10 years. We just had our 10-year Taiwan anniversary. We have 2 kids, both made in Taiwan. And now we are leaving. And we are leaving. We know what we're going to do right away, and then we don't know what we're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
So first we're going to go to France because...
Well, we haven't been there in
Why-
6 years.
Why would we go there?
I'm from France.
She's from France. Amazing.
Where are you from?
I'm from Texas. Yeah. Texas first. America second. So we're going to France, and how long has it been since you've been in France?
Yeah, 6 years.
6 years. Can you imagine that?
Right?
It's a long time.
Yeah,
It's a long time. It really is a long time.
it really is. And so my children need to go and meet their, extended family there.
Mm.
So we're going to go and do that for about 2-3 months.
That's right.
And then we don't really know.
Then we don't know.
Well, so we had a plan,
We did have a plan.
a big plan.
Yeah, and we still have that plan, but that plan has just been delayed. Like I said, my lovely wife here is from France.
From France. So
That means she's not an American. That means she needs to immigrate into America.
Right,
Because that's where
which
we want to end up being.
did before, and people are actually asking me some old
She
friends
used to
are
have a
like,
green card.
But I thought are you not a citizen already? I'm like, no. I abandoned my residency in the USA.
Which is a legal term. It's not like an emotional term, like abandoning a child or something.
Yeah, I had to, because we didn't go there. We were in Taiwan, so we didn't go back for like 7 years, and so then that's not like how a residency card works. So
Right.
anyways, long story, but so I don't have that anymore. So that means we had to go back to square one, and so we have a file. I am immigrating to the U.S., but it's taking a long time.
And it normally takes a long time. We're in the second step, which is NVC, which is good because we have our foot on the gas. But right now there are some complications, we'll say,
So
with moving forward.
I've been approved, so my case is approved. So
Well, your petition,
we will.
my petition my petition for you to get a visa is approved. Your visa is not approved. Now we're in that step where you get the visa approval. So there's some complications, and we've decided we'll just stretch out America a little bit and see what's happening. It's 2021, it's September 2021, and things are changing quickly in the world. I don't know if you noticed. And so we're going to kind of just take a pause. But we do have intentions of living in America. I haven't been in America I've been home 3 times in the past 18 years, I think. 19. I left 2004. So yeah, almost 18 years. And we want to live in America. We want to raise our kids in America. We don't know where. I'm from Texas, but we're not sure if Texas is going to fit. So the plan now is to get an RV and live an RV lifestyle for a year as we look around and see where we fit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then
we'll be looking for.
And then what do we want to do?
And then we want a homestead.
We want a homestead.
Yeah, like I want to plant trees. I want to grow my own food. This is my dream. This is my big dream. We'll get there. All my 4 grandparents and my parents were farmers. And growing up as a teenager, I was like, get me out of here. And I did, went about, my life.
Then you met me, huh?
And I met you. and now, well, for a past few years, I've been like, we used to have a bigger house and a garden. So I was
Here in Taiwan.
Here in Taiwan. So we were growing some vegetables, which like it just brings me so much joy. And I think it's such an important thing, an important skill that's very useful for all of us. So we'll get there. That's what we're gonna do, and we've decided that we'll be in the U.S. We've thought about it for many years.
And for a lot of reasons. I mean, land. There's plenty of land, and also freedom. I mean, I've been outside the United States for 18 years, and I left kind of with the mindset that U.S. was the big bad wolf in the world, and of course, U.S. has done a lot of bad things, and a lot of immoral things. But I think after being in a lot of different countries, you know, I think that there is the liberty mindset and the foundation of America, like liberty being the foundation of what makes us American, is the most important thing. It's the most important thing. And so, yeah, we're going to make our life in America. But we got that complication. So now we don't know what to do.
Yeah, so for a few days I think also you had a little bit of a panic a couple of weeks ago, thinking, oh my God, we've been like trying to do this for so long and we were so close and we were like, come on, let's go. And no, we have to wait some more. So...
Yeah, because we were like, oh, we've been trying to leave Taiwan for 3.5 years and it wasn't right with my business. I have a coaching business for men, or... You know, and that was the big thing. And now things are better and we're ready to go, but we have a complication. And we can't talk about complication on YouTube.
Yeah, not that one.
So now we're going to France, and that's awesome because we're gonna see your family. We're gonna hang out. I mean, that was.
And we have a lot of time. It's not just like a 2-3 weeks, Christmas vacation. We're gonna go in November, so we'll have the whole November, December to catch up with all sorts of people, friends and family,
yeah.
and that's wonderful. That's wonderful, and we're very excited to do that. And so then after that, then we said, okay, so then what are we going to do? What could we do? And we remembered how much we love traveling and exploring, which is what we wanted to do in the US also. And then we're just going to do that in maybe another country, another continent. We'll just go somewhere else and take the kids. We homeschool, so we're going to do...
Even though our kids are at school right now, we homeschool. They're at school, but it's a homeschool school. It's Hong Lao Shi, and Hong is her name, and Lao Shi is her. That means how you say teacher in Chinese, Lao Shi. And so they're there. They go there 3 days a week, mostly to learn 3 mornings, mostly to go learn Chinese, and she also teaches them math.
So they do a little bit of school that way. It's not a school. They just go to her place. It's her apartment.
Yeah, that's why I say it's a homeschool school. She has
so
like
it's not even a school, but yes, they go. They have they have a teacher outside of us. So we're gonna take the kids and explore the world. We don't know where. I guess it's called world schooling. We're gonna do world schooling,
right?
Which is very exciting. They're gonna love it. The kids are very excited. And I can feel this energy starting to rise. Like, okay, we're gonna, get rid of, so many things. So many things, and just pack a few suitcases and store a few things, and then we're just gonna be, free in that sense that we can go anywhere we want to go.
Yeah, and this is what we did. This is who we were before we had kids. We came to Taiwan for a year, 10 years ago, or at least I came here for a year. You might have come here.
Yeah, we kind of disagree on that. I don't know what happened there. I knew we were going to be here for more than a year because we came here to learn Chinese and kind of slow down a little bit. I wanted to kind of stop traveling because I wanted to have friends that I would, hang out with for more than just a few months, and I wanted to it was not like settle down. We knew we were never going to stay here forever, but
did we think we were going to stay here for 10 years?
I didn't know how many years. Anyways.
Did we know we were going to have kids here? No.
I did.
You did?
Well, I didn't know, but I guess that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know exactly where here. I mean, but yeah.
Both kids were born with midwives. Second one in our home, not this place, but our old house with the garden. Jasmine Faye was born in our home.
Yeah.
And Jasper was sleeping. It was so amazing. 4 hours.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Giving birth is wonderful.
Yeah. And so we've been, because we're United States, that's where we want to be. But the question I've been wrestling with is, how do we know what God wants us to do? We're both Christian, and we've kind of come back to Christianity after a long time away and very different.
We're both raised Catholics, yeah.
Yeah.
But we were not Catholics when we were, for me as a teenager, I didn't, and then in our 20s, we didn't.
And I don't know if I'm a Catholic now. When I was confirmed in high school, and I picked the name St. Luke because I really like Luke Skywalker. I mean, so like I'm just like using that to demonstrate like the way I made the choices about my religion, right? And so now, but I'm coming back, well, it's been 2 years now, I think 2-3 years that we've really embraced it.
Yeah, 2-3 years, that's right.
So the question is, how do you know what God wants for you and your family? And I don't know that answer. Somebody once told me that if you have a feeling of peace, then that means you're on the right track. I don't know if that's true or not, and that's part of what we're doing is figuring this out.
Yeah.
And so we're calling our channel The Family Adventure, because life can be an adventure, and why shouldn't it be? Yeah. Being married is an adventure. Mm-hmm. Homeschooling the kids is an adventure.
Parenting is a big one.
Yeah. Being a human being is an adventure. Being a child of God is an adventure. And so we're going to look at the world through that lens and go have some fun, go learn about other places, and experience other things, expose our children to other cultures of the world.
Yeah, because we believe that's a very interesting way to do it.
Right. Mm-hmm. And we've like for 10 years we've been here, and we love Taiwan. It's been very good to us. We are very grateful. Yes, Taiwanese absolutely. People are amazing. The country is beautiful.
Safe.
It's safe. Super safe, except China. Well, which is like, I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but you're always looking over your shoulder. But
Taiwanese people aren't. It's like they seriously, I asked a student a month ago, and he said, well, it's been like that for 50 years, don't worry about it.
Frog in hot water.
So I think some Taiwanese people are starting to sort of like, okay, but anyways.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? But regardless, I mean, that's not the only reason I want to leave, but for me personally, like I'm the father, the man of the house, right? So protection, security is one of my top priorities. And to have to be looking over my shoulder like, oh, there's only 24 planes coming to Taiwanese airspace today. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? So that's one reason we want to leave.
It's one more thing. And and like we just said, that this is not our culture, and it's wonderful to live here. It's comfortable. It's not expensive. At least some of the things are not expensive. It's wonderful, really wonderful to live here. And we feel a call for going, to the USA, to a culture that's more like ours, not mine, but yours.
But still, it's closer, like you're closer to American culture than Chinese culture.
Yes.
Or Taiwanese culture.
Yes.
Sorry. But so we're going to go homeschool or world school, so that means we're not going back to our culture, but still anywhere west is closer. And then we're on the way.
We're on the way.
We're on the way.
We're on the way to going to the US.
Mm-hmm. So this is the family adventure. We're here to share some stories, show what we experience, and we're starting at 40 days from our departure from Taiwan. So we're going to do a bit of a countdown, show you what life is like in Taiwan for us as we deconstruct our life here. We're selling everything. Yeah, I mean, Well, just about everything. I mean,
We're
I was
selling
even
most of
thinking
our
like I
things.
just had a suit tailor made. It's really inexpensive here. Like, what am I gonna do with that?
I know. I actually thought about
Like,
that.
I mean, I can't like you can't just sell that thing because it's like just
Well,
tailor made.
we can send it to the U.S. Maybe we'll
Right.
leave it there.
Yeah.
It can be stored for a few years.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's so much that we want to talk to you about. There's so much that we would love to share with you. So that's what we're going to do. And we hope that it's interesting enough to you and engaging enough to you, and it's inspiring. I hope that you can be inspired.
Inspired enough to like this video and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell icon.
You sound like JP Sears.
Do I?
I don't know.
So yeah, and I want to say one more thing about that. Not JP Sears, although some of his stuff is pretty good. I want to say about being who we are, because now that we've made this choice to leave Taiwan, and we don't really know what comes after that, but because we made this choice to leave Taiwan, I can look back. I can look at the choices I've made, and I don't regret them. But I can see how that I've spent 10 years, or I'd say 7 years, because our son's almost 7 and I became a dad, right? That's a big deal. That I've really moved towards being somebody that I haven't been. And I've grown up. I mean, I've grown up in a lot of different ways. I've leveled up as a man and
Absolutely.
a person, and that was a good thing. But I think I also have tried to put myself into a shape that's not natural. Round peg, square hole.
Do you mean, is that related to work mostly?
So work and definitely work.
What else?
This, being really, really focused on keeping things stable and secure. And of course that's important, right? That's important. It's a human need to have security and stability in your life. But it's also, you take it too far and it makes life empty.
Just like the very, very safe playground for everything can be also
Right.
compared to parenting. And yeah, the very safe playground where it's like, it's okay, it's safe. Everybody feels very good about it, except it's boring for children.
Right. And so there's not so I think with having this strict plan of what we're going to do and how we're going to do it, I've been like pushing, okay, let's make it happen quicker. It's like, let's hurry to get to America and buy the RV and then
so
buy
hard.
land so we can build the homestead. And it's just been like pushing. That just feels like, well, geez, like there's no room for spontaneity and there's no room for improvisation. And that's how I've done a lot of my life. I mean, I've been like literally doing improv comedy for 10 years. But before that, I left traveling because everybody's like, well, what are you going to do? I graduated from college and then I'd spent 2 years hanging out with buddies and getting into trouble. And then they were like, oh, what are you going to do with your life? What are you going to do with your life? I was like, I don't know. I had an English degree. What do you do with an English degree?
I got an English degree too.
Yeah.
Teachers.
So, yeah, I mean,
We're teachers.
we are teachers. That's one thing.
We are
That's one
decent
thing we
teachers.
are.
Yeah.
That's one reason we're going to homeschool our kids too.
It helps.
So this is the Family's Venture is also about, I think in some sense, breaking out of our shell, at least for me personally.
Oh, that's a good way to
and
put
just
it.
like, okay, let's grow, let's take some risks, safe risks though. Let's take some risks and measured risk. Oh, that's a good word. And really see what kind of adventures we can have, what kind of experiences we can have with our children, with ourselves.
Yeah.
And
As
see
a family,
the world and share and like learn about what God has planned for us. Share goodwill and positivity with the people around us. So I might have cut you off.
No, not at all.
So this is the Family Adventure, and we're on day T minus 40 until launch. T minus 40. All right, thank you.
See you soon.